How Donald Trump can teach you to be more attractive to women. Donald Trump is the 45th president of the U.S. and arguably one of the biggest pimps in history. And by pimp I obviously mean his legendary antics with women, not that he's got hoes out on the streets of Washington. Whether you like it or not, Trump's got skills with the ladies. Now there are plenty of guys out there who will say something like, dude, the guy is a billionaire, of course he can get pussy. If you're one of the guys who thinks that, then you're actually wrong. You see, there are countless rich guys in this world who can't get laid. The reasons usually stem from the fact that they don't understand or practice game. They simply rely on their money to fix the problem and do the work, which leaves them with gold diggers, whores and damaged women. But Trump, that man has game. I can assure you. That's what I'm going to be breaking down in detail today. Everything Donald Trump does to pick up women, regardless of his wealth. Let's get into it. 1. Insane confidence and self-belief. His confidence is unshakable. Can you seriously imagine the amount of abuse this guy has had thrown his way, and yet he still believes in what he says, with 100% faith in his abilities to follow through. Showing strength and unwavering confidence has a mesmerizing effect on women. Men are losing their societal role as the provider, and so someone with this intense self-belief will a rare treat for a woman. Takeaway: work on your inner game. Be so confident that nothing anyone will say can stop you from believing that you are worthy of getting what you want. 2. The entourage effect. The Donald has security, staffers, and just a whole bunch of people following him around and hanging on his every word. It's proven that women are attracted to people who lead others. His staff is full of intelligent and physically strong people, yet they are all subservient to him. This gives him all of their qualities and more. No matter how attractive a guy is, his boss will always have something extra just by this increased status. For the rest of us, being the leader of your social circle, organizing things and being the one who comes up with ideas that others follow, having others look to you, is the way to effortlessly generate attraction in women. Takeaway: build up a strong social circle of trustworthy people. Men and women who look up to you and will do anything for you. Be the one that comes up with ideas, decides what to do, and has the final opinion on things. 3. Grab girls physically. Remember when the media went crazy when he said grab them by the pussy? Well, what he was referring to was the fact that being a celebrity allows you to do pretty much whatever you want. You can just go and grab a girl by the pussy within about 10 seconds if she is looking at you like she wants you and doesn't flinch as you sexually walk right up to her. It might sound scandalous, and it's definitely not for all situations involving ordinary people, but there are many occasions when it will be just fine. How can you use this without getting arrested? When you can see that a woman wants you, there is no bigger turn off than not acting on it. By being bold, but also respectful, you can kiss women within seconds and have sex within minutes. It's smooth, seductive, and gentle, not forceful. Takeaway: use more actions than words. Women like a strong man who can back up what he says with physical contact. As long as you do it respectably, smoothly, and take no for an answer. 4. Be an authoritative leader. Women love men who are leaders. Why? Because as a leader of other men, you are displaying characteristics of an alpha male. If there's one thing that women get moist over, it's a guy that doesn't take any SHT from anyone and does things by his own standards. He sets the rules, he does what he wants and others follow him. Don't forget also, that women want to be lead. It's in their DNA. That's why beta males always end up being in the friend zone and never bang the truly hot girls. Donald is a true leader. He has several businesses, thousands of employees, and a lot of people look to him for answers. Now he's the president, he's at the absolute top, there is no one to answer to and no one of higher status. Takeaway: in your life, you can embody this by making all the decisions, bearing in mind what she wants, surprising her, taking the lead, and having strong opinions on subjects that are important to you. 5. Don't try and please everyone. Regardless of all the grotesque things he's said about women and Mexicans that the media have jumped on, he still remains calm. No shame, no regrets, and certainly no apologies for who he is as a person. It's fine to polarize opinion. When you know that you will piss off 50% of people but make the other 50% just love you more for saying what they were thinking, but were afraid to voice. When you live a life of no shame, you command other people's respect. Why? Because almost everybody in this world craves acceptance, validation, and the respect of others. They don't want to offend anyone, especially in the society we live now, where offending someone is almost as bad as death. Trump is who he is. Countless supporters of him have said on numerous occasions, "I like him because he tells it how it is." Takeaway: you don't need to be as divisive or extreme as Trump, but at least try to voice your opinions and disagree. It'll actually bring people closer to you and make women a lot more attracted than saying "me too" all the time. 6. Take more risks. How do you become one of the biggest property tycoons in the world? Well, you need capital and you need balls. Both of which he has in abundance. Whatever the Donald does, he has a sense of fearlessness about him. Can you imagine what your friends and family would say if you said you were going to run for President of the United States? They would laugh at you and ridicule you. That's exactly what happened to him. In fact, he was laughed at. But who's laughing now? Certainly not the liberals. Women find men who are fearless and who can take big risks incredibly attractive, as it shows they are not afraid to follow what they believe in. Takeaway: make bold moves in business, and try new things all the time. If you aren't a billionaire, you can at least have some exciting hobbies or travel plans that would move you more into the fearless category. 7. Act like you own the place. If Donald Trump walks into a room, you can be sure that you will know about it. The guy makes his presence known and you are immediately drawn to him. When you walk into a bar, who do you need to know in order to show social proof? The manager, the cool guys, and the rich dude. Women who are talking to you will assume you own the place. Maybe you do. Who cares? The fact is, you need to act as if you own the place and the women will follow. Takeaway: slow gestures, taking up space, holding your head high are the body language tells of high status that you can apply everywhere. Also make it a point to know the important people in every venue. 8. Brag about what you have. Bragging about what you own or have might come across as a bit crass. Well, you're right, it is. But that doesn't mean it's not effective. If you own a building in Manhattan worth more than $140 million, do you think you might tell a few people that you own it? I would. That's why he put his damn name on the front. Takeaway: the key is to brag in a way that isn't trying to gain approval from others. It's just who you are. It says, "Look, I have all this stuff, I love it," versus "Hey, you should like me because I have this." 9. Dress the part and feel powerful. Have you ever seen Donald Trump in anything other than a golf outfit or suit? That's because he's dressing for success. If you dress the part, you feel the part. That's the theory anyway. I know that when I wear a suit, I feel more confident. Takeaway: now you don't have to wear a suit everywhere with a big red power tie to feel powerful. But you can get your style on point by investing in clothes that make you look more attractive. 10. Work social media. The Donald owns social media. He knows exactly what to say to get the media to bite and give himself all the free publicity he needs. It's gotten to the point now where he only needs to write one tweet and it will be shared hundreds of thousands of times. How crazy is that? But how can you do the same? Well, it might be a little difficult to match his online presence, but you can definitely improve your social media game by following a few simple rules. Don't be filtered. Be authentic. Speak with authority. Takeaway: begin working on improving your social media game on multiple platforms to build a following and have it work for you. 11. Create a new us and them narrative. Humans have an inbuilt tribal mentality. We want to be part of a tribe, protect our tribe and stay safe, comfortable with our tribe. One of the most powerful tools that politicians and the media use is to create an us versus them dynamic. We know that the country bands together when we have a common external enemy. This also plays out on the national level where for Trump the enemy could be the corrupt establishment, Democrats, or the fake news media. Takeaway: in your own life, with women and with your social circle, using inclusive language with your friends. People like us often, we probably would. And having a them group that you use as the butt of jokes will bind you closer together. 12. Have a job that gives you access to beautiful women. Probably the easiest and best method for being surrounded by beautiful women and having your pick of the bunch, is by having a job that puts you in front of them regularly. In Donald's case, he actually owns companies and brands that hand-deliver women to him. Like Miss Universe is one of them, for example, which he no longer owns, by the way. Takeaway: in case you don't have a few milli lying around ready to spend on companies that have tons of hot women, get a job that still gives you access, like a bartender, DJ, club promoter, tanning salon, personal trainer, yoga instructor, spinning class instructor, etc. 13. Be loyal and keep promises. Trump gave top positions to the people who supported him before he became POTUS. This rewarded their loyalty and means that they will have his back till the end. He could have ditched them and brought in new faces. Others see that loyalty and will work to get into the inner circle. His voters are no different. We all know the politicians who promise something and then 4 or 8 years later they didn't keep any of their election promises. Trump is out persuading companies to bring jobs to America, getting the wall built, banning immigrants. Whether you like these policies or not, recognize one thing: he is doing what he promised his voters. Takeaway: in your own life, you have to follow through. Don't just be all talk. Say as much as you want, but only if you follow through. Over time this is a way to gain big respect. Likewise, do favors, help people, and build the loyalty and trust that should be in every friendship and romantic relationship. Conclusion: let's wrap this up. That right there is how Donald J. Trump can teach you and I how to attract more women into your life. The man does everything an attractive alpha male would do, hence why he's never had a shortage of women. Also, aside from the multi-billions that he has, you can definitely emulate his success with women. I've done the same in my own life. Don't agree that Trump is a legend when it comes to women? Let me know your thoughts below.